Hello Pisces, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This reading is going to look at your energies between the 8th to the 14th of February 2021 or thereabouts. Timing is fluid, universal timing is fluid, but a lot more fluid than the rigid earth timing, but it's round about that time. I've pre-shuffled the cards. I just wanted to say that I had started doing your reading, doing all the shuffling on camera and everything, and I had actually got 2 cards, and then a very important phone call came through, so I had to take it, so I had to switch it off. But I don't want to interfere with the cards because I feel that, you know, these cards that have come out certainly come out for yourself, Pisces. So I'll just go through these 2 again, and then I'll do some final shuffles of the other decks for you. So the first 2 cards that came out were this is about emotions running high. It's a supermoon energy, so we'll see where that's going. So something about emotions running high. But then we had this number 36 energy, and this is about entrapment. Feeling limited, restricted. You can see the angel on the table here that's all tied up, if you like. So it's about limitations, being but I think it's to do with what's going on in the mind. It's not a physical restriction, because we've got the sword here, which for me is about mental activity and perhaps communication. So something being a bit tied up and feeling limited and restrained. So, but we'll see. It may be connected to emotions running high, or emotions running high as a result of these energies. So, okay, so that's those 2. That's good. Well, at least the phone call didn't come through when I was any further into the reading. So I'll just do a final shuffle of the Osho Zen cards. There we go. So we have the heart of your reading, what's on your mind at the moment, the root of the matter or a hidden influence, past influences, the future going forward, and then something else that the universe or the earth energies would like to say that may or may not be connected to the rest of the reading. And then at the bottom of the deck we have courage. It's a major arcana. And this is about, you know, having courage. We see here the daisy, the flower, actually growing. The seed is set within a brick wall, a stone wall. But through, no matter, it has managed to grow. The sunlight's got to it, and it's managed to grow. It showed courage. It's growing in a place that it perhaps would be difficult to grow. So, but it's overcome those obstacles, if you like, and it's still growing. So nothing can hold the growth back for this flower, because the rest of the environment has suited it. You see, so it's about having courage in some way. So let's see. I'll just put that to one side, and then I'll do a final shuffle of the Wildwood tarot deck. And we'll lay these on top for a little bit of depth, clarity, and a different level to the reading. So we have the Knight of Vessels here, which in ordinary tarot is the Knight of Cups. And this is the eel energy, the eel spirit. And so this is talking about, because the eels, their home, their environment is the water, and for me within tarot, water is about emotions, hence the Knight of Vessels or the Knight of Cups, which is about our heart, what's meaningful for our heart. It can be about love and relationships, but the Knights are definitely about action, and you can see with eels they twist and turn, you know, and very quite a strong energy. And so the Knight of Vessels is bringing forward some information that's meaningful for the heart, I feel. So we'll just put that to one side. Okay. And of course, the Knights are all about action as well, action, movement and change. And they bring in change. And this is something to do with, it's either to do with family and relationships, but it's definitely something that's meaningful for your heart, that's coming in, that's being delivered. So let's see what's at the heart of your reading. Well, we have schizophrenia and we have the pole star. Okay. The schizophrenia card, this is about the mind. This is to do with the mind and what's happening within your thought processes. This is something about a decision that needs to be made, but you're caught between a rock and a hard place. And I feel I'm drawn back to the courage card, which is a very, very similar energy, having courage because of the environment and the need to grow. The need, you know, the survival of life, if you like. So with the schizophrenia card, in their mind, it's about making a decision. So the figure up here, hanging by his toes to one cliff edge and by his fingertips to the other cliff edge. And his decision is he either lets go with his fingertips and he falls down the chasm head first, or he lets go with his feet, but then is likely he's going to fall down feet first. So the message of this card is just take a leap of faith, let go, and drop, because the struggle in your mind over this decision is causing a lot of mental conflict. It's causing anxiety and complexity in your mind, and it could have something to do with this energy here that came out at the beginning, feeling constricted, restricted, held back. So all those sort of very difficult, feeling trapped, if you like, and you know, lots of complications. So this is saying, you know, just make a decision, take a leap of faith, and just make a decision one way or the other, because you can't stay in this limbo, if you like, over something. All right, and yes, we've got the pole star here. So this is about setting off on your journey, following being guided, because here this is the star energy. So it's wishing on a star, looking up to the star, looking up to the heavens, and allowing yourself to be guided along your path. So, you know, what is it that really, when you tap into your intuition, what is it that which is the direction that you feel you need to take? What is the decision that you instinctively feel you need to take? Rather than keep going over and over in your mind, there must be something that is actually trying to guide you here. Okay, so the first card we had out, wasn't it? It was about emotion. So if emotions are running high, they can actually cloud. They can cloud our thought processes. Because if the emotions are dictating the order of things, then it can create difficulties in making decisions. That's why this schizophrenia card has come out, which is about the mind. So, you know, making a decision, you'll instinctively know which way to go, I feel. Once you do, you'll instinctively know which way to go. Follow your star. And it's going to be so much better once that decision is made. Remember, it's a general reading, Pisces, so it won't resonate with all of you. So take what resonates, but leave the rest behind. So this is quite an interesting reading that's evolving here. Now this is what's on your mind. So I can understand now why we've got emotions running high. We've got the restrictions, complications, and then this difficulty making a decision about something going forward. Because what's on your mind here is this is the compromise card and the Two of Arrows. So so we have two people of the court, and they've linked fingers. Now what they've done is compromised. They've compromised their values and what they know is the right thing to do because of their position in the court. This is sort of mythology, if you like, going back to the courts in Japan and the courtesans who would historically have been castrated so that they were loyal and they stayed loyal. But so it's all about compromising, but there's something you're not happy about this. This is what you're thinking about. You're not happy about what it is you're having to compromise. Is it something to do with your own values, what you know is the right thing to do, perhaps, but feel compromised being able to make that decision? It may be that you're thinking about somebody you know or somebody around you that is compromising you, if you like, or you feel are compromising themselves. Because the clarifier here is the Two of Arrows. Now, the Two of Arrows, this is about a difficult decision. This is when things haven't been right. So there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance and an injustice here. So, but this person here has got a blindfold on. She doesn't want to look at the arrows. She doesn't want to look at the decisions or the options that she's got. So she's holding the arrows, and you can see the scales behind her have got different, you know, they're weighted differently. So there's an injustice of some sort, but it's difficult to look at it. You don't want to look at it. And so, of course, this is a clarifier for compromise, this difficult agreement or decision to make, that you'll be compromising something about yourself. That's why you don't want to have to look at it. And this is what you're thinking about, some of you Pisces, for some of you. Now, at the root of this is something to do with, at the root of this, we've got friendliness and we've got the Queen of Stones. So, the friendliness, you can see here, we've got two trees growing side by side, very close. We've got the different blossoms. So this is representing two different energies, or it could be representing two different people, perhaps yourself and somebody else. But this is about being connected, companionship perhaps, friendship, and being friendly, looking after each other, sharing the same environment, if you like, but looking after each other, but still retaining your difference. Okay, so we've got to look, quite a few twos coming out here. This is number 2. We've got the 2 trees. We had number 2 here to do with the mind and making a decision, and we've had 2 times 2 here. So the 2 people in the court about compromise, and the 2 of Arrows, an injustice of some sort. All right, so there's lots of 2s here. So now the clarifier is the Queen of Stones, which would be the Queen of Pentacles in ordinary tarot, the bear. And the bear fiercely protects the home. This is a very grounded energy. So representing, you know, a person who is very good at managing money, could be a business owner, very grounded, got her roots down, very practical minded, very good at looking after others in a very practical sense. So this is a friendliness, this is a friendship of some sort, I feel, probably between yourself and a Queen of Stones energy. or the Queen of Stones is representing yourself, Pisces, with alongside of somebody else, a companionship of some sort. Now, past influences, we have consciousness, and we have the Four of Stones here. So the consciousness, this is again about the mind. You see the third eye chakra here on this giant Buddha is lit up. So this is about higher consciousness, intuition, being able, meditation and being very spiritual, a very spiritual energy, but being extremely conscious within yourself, of yourself and your environment and those around you. So the past influence is developing a deeper understanding about something. And the clarifier is the Four of Stones. And this is about protection, looking after the vulnerable, protecting the vulnerable, if you like. So, a protective energy, caring, nurturing, looking after energy that you've developed a deeper awareness about. And this is a past influence. So being aware of the vulnerability perhaps of somebody and wanted to protect. Of course, the root of it, we had the Queen of Stones, didn't we? Which is, again, a very nurturing and protective energy. And very practical energy. Managing practical matters within a family situation. For yourself and within a family situation. So, going forward, Pisces, we have fighting. This is from the mind part of the deck again. And the Forest Lovers card. So this fighting energy, you can see the man with his armour, and he's got his fists up and he looks quite angry and he's ready for a fight, if you like. But what's going on in his mind, you can see the energy in his mind up here, two people fighting. So it's almost like he's got his armour on and ready for a fight, and very protective energy. And this is what's going on in his mind. So for going forward, for some of you Pisces, I think you're getting ready, or you feel you've got to defend yourself in some way. But you've got your armour on, you see, and the problem with that is that nothing can come through, can it? If you're in defensive mode, then it's very difficult, isn't it, to communicate, or for you to receive communication, if this is what you have on your mind. And so we can see the rivets on the armour. They are rusting and they are starting to loosen up. So whatever this disagreement is, I feel it is going to start to loosen up. And it's connected to some form of a relationship. For some of you, this is some form of a relationship, a close relationship. Because if we look back at what you were thinking of, we had the Two of Arrows, didn't we? Some form of an injustice you were thinking about. Somebody around compromising or compromising you. Now, this is something else that the energies would like to say to you possibly concerning this reading or not. But let's have a look. It's a major arcana, and this is about change. So we can see a whirlwind here. And we have the... you can see here, right in the centre, it's very calm. There's a yin-yang symbol right at the centre. So there's the balance and the peace and the quiet and the contentment and all that is right at the center. So, and you can see the different layers here, and you've got lightning going on, lightning bolts going on, thunder and lightning, and this layer, you see, and you can see the whirlwind going round. So, so this is the number 10 in the major arcana. So this is about change. Things are changing. It's a whirlwind of change, and that's how it feels. But what the message of this card is, don't get caught up in the whirlwind all around the edges. Try to get to the center. Try to get to the center where it's a lot more calm. Come away from the battles. Come away from the confusion, the confliction, that sort of energy. Come away from that. Go to the center where it's more calm. Because this is, the change is happening, and when we get caught up in change, it can feel like a whirlwind. It was a word I that came to mind recently was discombobulated, and it just came out of nowhere. And I looked it up, and that's what it means. It's when we're in a state of confusion, being pulled one way or another, feeling discombobulated. And change can make us feel like that when change is happening. So try and come away from the drama. Try and leave the drama. Leave others to be in their own drama if that's what they need to do. All right. So, you know, come away from this drama and get to the centre. Don't get involved with it, with the fighting. And then the King of Bows, this is the adder energy. So the King of Bows, King of Wands. So I feel for some of you Pisces, this is about, there's a change happening, a whirlwind of change happening, which could be connected to conflict, disagreement, etc. That you need to come, and I feel it's connected to a King of Bows energy. So King of Bows, like the King of Wands, is quite a passionate energy. The negative side of a King of Bows is they can have quite a large ego and very self-centered, if you like, and thinking of themselves. And I feel because it's connected here to this whirlwind of change, and also because we've had fighting and the forest lovers, I do feel this is all connected to a relationship for some of you, and this discord within a relationship. So I feel, you know, remove the change happening, the whirlwind of change happening, to do with a King of Bows energy, or King of Wands energy. So don't get caught up in this writhing mass. I think I just get a feeling that this is an energy of somebody wanting to dominate, a very self-serving energy, who perhaps quite enjoys getting into a fight, a disagreement, an argument. So it's, you know, removing yourself from that, because things are changing. So remove yourself from that and try and get to a place of calm. Because as you can see with these adders all in this mass, they're driven by instinct. They're driven by instinct, not reason. So it's about removing yourself from that drama. Okay. So I just want to come back to the first two cards. So emotions running high, and then feeling quite trapped, constricted, limited, you know, complications around. And this is, you know, sort of how some of you are feeling at the moment because of the emotional context. And I can understand that. I can see that, Pisces, when I look at the advice that's come in here from the universe for you. So there seems like be lots of drama happening here. There's a difficult decision to be made, but it's going round and round in your head, and it's a very difficult one to face. And you don't want to compromise yourself, but it could be that somebody is compromising you in this situation. Alright, so have courage. This is what the universe wants to say to you. Have courage. Okay. I'm just going to get... right. Could we have 2 more messages for Pisces, please, to round this reading up? 2 more messages for Pisces, please, to round this reading up. So we have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So going to your source. Where is your sanctuary? I need to get away. I need to find your calm space. And I think we saw that here, didn't we, with change. As things happen, are changing, a whirlwind of change, and it's quite a lot of drama. Try to find your sanctuary there. So finding a sanctuary, perhaps a spiritual, because it's quite a spiritual energy, opening up to your spiritual source. So perhaps that's, for some of you Pisces, perhaps that's going to be your sanctuary. Going to finding a space where you can be by yourself, tapping into your meditation, tapping into your higher self. As you go through this bit of a drama, whatever this is to do with for some of you. And then miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So miracles happen every day, Pisces, to many people. So expect miracles, expect the wondrous to emerge. So, you know, once, if you can make that decision, take that leap of faith, and not get caught up in the dramas. And it's certainly to do with some form of a relationship of some sort, some form of a connection. Then expect miracles to emerge. Okay, okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. Please let me know if you would like to, whether this has had any meaning for you or not. And but whoever it's for, good luck going forward. And I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.